Hello again, nerds from the underground viewers. It's at Chaz Simons with my next startling pick for Shocktober. This event is rocking right away, and I can't wait to dive into some more scary stories. This one again is another EC Comics tale, and it comes to us from this volume here, Voodoo Vengeance. It's a collection of stories all by Johnny Craig. It's described on the back as the cleanest horror stories you ever saw by Wally Wood, who I covered in my last video. This one is really good, really startling, and features a fan favorite character, the Crypt Keeper. That's right, it's from the line Vault of Horror, and the story is called Midnight Snack, which I don't know about you, but if you've ever had to get up to get a midnight snack, the room is dark, the house is dark, and you're creeping down that hallway, there's nothing quite as startling or as rewarding as the snack that you get right at the end. So let's jump right in. Midnight Snack starts off in the Duncan household. A young man is reading a collection of startling stories that are sure to scare the pants off of us, and falls asleep. When he awakens, he finds himself right outside a graveyard. Doesn't know what he's doing there, can't figure out why he's compelled even to pick up the shovel that he has or walk up to this freshly dug up grave. He just knows that he has to do it. So he starts digging, he uncovers a body, he pulls out the arm, and he's staring at it, and the compulsion is there. He can feel it inside him to just take a bite, to just get this midnight snack, to just have one little taste of flesh. But he can't. He's got to resist. You can't eat people, right? That's terrifying. Don't eat people. Why would anybody do that? So he blacks out. And when he awakens, he's surrounded by the dirt of the grave. He's hidden inside the hole, and he thinks to himself, oh God, thank goodness, I didn't do it. I didn't eat this body, until he sees the mangled, disfigured corpse across from him, freshly bitten into, torn apart by what can only be described as teeth and claws. Was it him? Who knows? Before he can find out, there's an big old town full of people with all their torches, very much in that Frankenstein horror style, ready to march on whoever this monster is, and he has to escape, so he makes a run for it, blacks out again. When he comes to, he's back in his room. He's got his book right in front of him, his nice collection of horror tales, and he's just woken up. It's all been a dream, hopefully. Maybe he should never read these scary stories right before he goes to bed. Maybe it's time for a midnight snack, if you will. And as he makes his way out into the living room and he flips on the lights, he sees that all of the food from his cabinets and refrigerator is out on the table. But he doesn't remember doing that. Who could have done this? And when he pulls open the refrigerator door, out tumbles the dismembered body that he had been snacking on before. It wasn't just a dream. Maybe he was sleepwalking. Maybe it was something more. Maybe it was an evil within that story inside it. But as the Crypt Keeper leads us out with a band of merry puns and all sorts of fun, we start to realize that maybe some stories might have a little bit of power over us, that reading them right before bed might not always be the safest idea. I like to read mine in the daytime, that way I don't get too creeped out. Anyways, that one is Midnight Snack. It was a truly terrifying tale, beautifully illustrated by Johnny Craig, I gotta add. The way that he plays with shadows and light in this is amazing. Like I've described before, these EC Comics Library editions have some very beautiful trade dress. I love them. They look great on a shelf. I got a whole bunch back there. I'm going to do a whole video showcasing all those. And they're represented in black and white. The black and white, again, really helps sell a lot of the horrifying elements by removing that crutch of color. Sometimes it's easy to make something a little bit more startling when you can add that jolt of red, when you can add that splash of extra color to make it really pop. But the black and white really sells a lot of the horror in the facial expressions, sells a lot of the really great juxtaposition between the figure and the shadow behind them. There's a scene real close up on his face of, and just amazing. So, Midnight Snack, once again, it's within the collection Voodoo Vengeance. It was by Johnny Craig, written and drawn. And if you have a chance, get on these library editions. If you like these old EC comics, there's almost no better way to collect them. They're affordable at about $30 each. They look beautiful, and Fantagraphics does an amazing job of including some really cool essays and discussion about what's inside and the artist that it covers. So that was my second pick for our Shocktober event. It's not going to be all EC Comics, we promise. There's going to be a lot more other horror things in the mix as well. I'm hoping to touch on a few other more recent horror stuff, some of the things that really had a chance to scare me without me even realizing it. So make sure that you stay tuned to all the hot news on our Shocktober and everything else that we've got going on by following us on Twitter at NerdsFrom. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaz Simons. And keep tuning in. We're going to keep dropping these creepy videos every single day of October. If there's anything more startling than a schedule, I don't know what it is. All right, see you next time. Bye.